Good morning. I hope all is well. If you'd like to join me this morning, get yourselves a cup of coffee. I wanted to go over a few things, right? Just to give you guys an update of where we are for today on the March 24th, 2023, right? Alright, mate, so if you look, NASA is going to be having their budgets reduced to like 2022 levels, possibly. So it's either going to be the year prior or the prior year before that, right? Yeah. Look at the budgetary restrictions. Remember what we said, don't forget the shoulder space fraud, right? So they're going to have some budget cuts, which is good. Gavin Newsom had his price gouging bill passed in California on fuel. Does this support green? Well, sort of. Let me explain. Look, California's oil prices are higher than the rest of the country, as everyone knows. He passes a price gouging bill to protect price gouging upon gas prices in California. Does this prevent gas prices that are going through gouging? No. What does it do? It offsets the expenses to the other states. So what does this do? Well, he gets to pretend like he's actually regulating prices for oil markets in California and preventing that state's gas prices from going higher. The rest of the states' gas prices are going to go up. They'll absorb it. It's a business. I have to make a profit. So if I can't raise California's fuel cost, it'll just be passed off and divvied off to the other states. And see, all he did was just make the oil companies some money by doing that legislation. It's brilliant, by the way. Good, gives me an excuse to raise everybody else's gas prices to make even more money. So there's that. Don't you see? It's like, do they really think these things through? I don't think they do they? But, okay. Other than that, what is it that we need to be moving towards, right? Now we've established that NASA's getting budget cuts, and, well, by the governor in California's actions, he just drove up oil costs for the rest of the nation, which made me some money. Well, we need to be building desalinization plants, right, on the East Coast and the West Coast. Like that one that's in San Diego, the industrial size one, right? Because remember what we had discussed with the United Nations, right? People are having problems with water, getting clear water, right? They need clean, clear water, right? Good for drinking, right? And tapping into the freshwater reserves isn't reality. That's going to drain up real quick. We have so much salt water that we could tap into, but in order to clean it out, repackage it, place it into bottles, and sell it for a profit to pay for the factories, and then also be able to use it to supply people with clear, clean drinking water, we need to build desalinization plants, right? So that's very important. That's something we need to be looking forward to developing going forward, right? Just like the one in San Diego. We need more of those. So many more of them. We need to be building more factories. We need more factories, right? Manufacturing is the play here, guys. What else do we need for manufacturing? Lithium batteries, right? So we need manufacturing plants that make them. So we can ship in lithium ore and make batteries for cell phones and tablets, right? And laptops. Things that are portable electronic devices that require lithium batteries. So there's another manufacturing play, right? What else can we do for manufacturing to keep production going for the United States? Solar, right? We need solar farms, people who build solar panels. That's another manufacturing play. What else can we do for manufacturing? Wind, right? People who build wind technology for people who have farms and want to follow the path of being green, right? Green energy manufacturing, right? What else? But what about the fuel thing? What if the fuel costs get too high for the rest of the country? We need something alternative to switch over, to go after clean coal and to go after fuel runs out in the 2040s period forward. Oh no, I understand. And that's why we need to be developing hydrogen, right? Hydrogen factories, right? And we just invested, was it $698 million in a project by the Department of Energy about hydrogen fuel resources? So that's another thing, right, that we need to be looking into, right? And those are the plays. Because everyone talks about, let's bring manufacturing back to the United States. Well, they're thinking to go back to Detroit City, where everyone is selling a bunch of cars. And, we need a new play, but we need manufacturing. And the manufacturing comes from green energy jobs that require these things. You know what this means? Jobs, 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 jobs. You understand? Manufacturing jobs for everybody. And they're green energy manufacturing jobs for everybody. And that puts everybody back to work, right? In a new era of manufacturing for America, to take the lead in the world again and have good manufacturing contracts, right? You know how much money can be made? Tons. Tons and tons and tons. Capital value. It will definitely increase GDP. A state that opens a lithium manufacturing factory that's large scale to produce it for electronics will easily add 200 billion every year fiscally to its budget increase in GDP. First year alone. 200, yeah, not even remotely kitty, mate. Wow. So there's that much money to be made just off of one factory for a state on a large scale for the lithium for increase in GDP? Yes. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, I know, right? Hey, you all want to start, and that's profit. That's not expenses or everything else. That's, after it's all said and done, you get a boost of 200 billion to your GDP first year, right? You know how much money can be made off of these ideas for green energy? Get rich off of these. Everyone talks about, well, we need to bring back manufacturing. What can we do to have our comeback era? Manufacturing is the play. Correct. The Republicans are correct. We need manufacturing jobs. Yes. The Democrats are correct when they say we need green energy job. Yes. The correct response is we need green energy manufacturing jobs. See? True wisdom. You combine the best of what they said, and guess what? That's like combining harmony with enlightenment. Do you understand the two bridge together? Using both sides of the brain is a good thing, right? So yeah, we need manufacturing gigs, and everyone needs jobs, and we're going to get them. And we need green energy, and everyone's going to get it. So we're going to make green energy manufacturing jobs, and guess what? There you go, mate. Right? New era manufacturing. And that's what we need to be moving forward. So the sun is rising. The day is beautiful. And we need to start working towards these projects. Because this is how we make money for everybody, right? And we have a new era of manufacturing. And instead of trying to hunt down old manufacturing jobs that were outsourced to China to make cheap plastic shit for retail stores, we can take the new era by manufacturing needed green energy technologies and alternative energy and fuel sources and alternative ideas for water. We can privatize part of the business to make profits for the factories and the corporations and have a public-private partnership so we can supply it publicly as well and handle the issues that are going forward. We bridge the ideas of the left and the right. We create a new fiscal policy going forward, come into the White House in 2024 with a brand new administration, brand new dictates, and we start making money. We start making jobs. We start with the great comeback. We start rebuilding manufacturing infrastructure. We start living in the real world, in the future timeline. Right? No more living in the past. Time to update the policy for everybody, right? And that's the plan going forward. And that's how I know everything is going to work out for us.